morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Daily Driveway. This is episode 2. It looks like I'm in the same car, but I'm actually not. My Golf GTI has sold. It's actually found another home. So I'm inside a Volkswagen Golf GTE, so the hybrid car. So we're going to have a bit of a discussion today on the channel, just discussing what it's like to run and own a hybrid and basically see what all the fuss is about, okay? So right now we're inside the GTE. We're in hybrid mode, okay, which is the most sort of day-to-day way you'll be running this car. But let's we come back to the hybrid drivetrain in a short while. Let's go over the basic features again of the Volkswagen Golf GTE. Now this is an advanced model. So the advanced, you get navigation on this screen here as standard. You can switch the map across between your main screen and this one here. Okay. It's got App Connect, so you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as standard, DAB radio, as you can just see here, Bluetooth connection. Even in the car settings, you've got different readouts for your MPGs, your vehicle status, and your range monitor, how the power flow is working, etc. But as I say, we'll come back to the hybrid drivetrain. You've got the motorsport steering wheel, this time with blue stitching. It's got blue lights at night time around the car. It's a very nice environment to be in. Automatic only. Okay, so you've got a DSG gearbox and double clutch system with the paddle shifts. Okay, you can just switch into manual, and now you're in full manual mode. Okay, but it's a very quick gearbox. Still got your automatic lights, automatic wipers, etc. And this car's got adaptive cruise control, so I'll just turn it on here. Set. So now, I take my feet off the pedals, the car is following the car in front. With the automatic gearbox as well, the car will come to a complete stop and then put away again as well, which is really, really good. So now that car's moved out of the way, we're off again. Tethered onto the car in front. You can change the settings of how close you want to sit to the car in front, so whether you want to be one car length up to a 5 car lengths. But we're going to come behind this car, my feet are still off the pedals, and then the car comes to a complete stop. Because it's using a radar system, in bad weather, in rain, on the motorway, when you guys are running on like a long journey, pick the adaptive cruise controller, the car can see a lot further than you can see. So it is a kind of a safety net, which is really, really good. I really like that product about Volkswagen. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off. Just really coming on to a little country section in a moment. Excuse me. The hybrid doesn't come with your different drive mode settings. You've got a GTE mode, so I'll just press that now. The GTE mode will give you full power from the 150 brake horsepower engine and the electronic motor to give you 204 PS. And if I change down a couple of gears, you should be able to hear the engine note. It's quite a quick car actually. 0 to 60 in just under 8 seconds. This car lists, the GT Advance lists around £30,000. Now this car's got a panoramic roof, it's got leather. As standard on the GT Advance, you also get the SOS and service button, so you get a subscription for 10 years on the SOS. So if there were to be an accident or anything like that, you can just press the SOS button and the emergency services are called to your whereabouts. So my commute to work is nearly 30 miles. On the way home last night, on that 30-mile stretch, I used the car in hybrid. We'll go back to hybrid. I used the car in hybrid on the way home, and I got 118 miles to the gallon. 118. Now, if I got home and if I would have used the chargers in the boot and charged the car up, I would have got, if you use the car properly, you get a fantastic miles to the gallon. If you do 30-mile trip either way to work and you got a charge point at home, you're going to save loads of money on fuel. 118 miles to the gallon, it's fantastic. It really is. What we're going to do is an experiment with the E mode. So we're going to pop it in full electric. So now the dial changes from 0 to 100%. Okay, I've got about half range left, electronic motor. And I didn't charge the battery up last night, so from that 30-mile commute, I've used about half the battery. Okay, so when you put your foot down, can you hear that? It sounds like a Scal X6 car. It sounds really cool. Or a £30,000 milk float. No, I shouldn't say that. The hybrid technology is really, really good. In full electric, you can run anything up to 27 miles. Okay, using the heated seats, using the air conditioning, using the lights, etc. will drain the battery slightly quicker. But I'm gonna use the electronic motor for time being because I've got a charge point at work. I can just charge it up while I'm working today. But there's no detriment. You can put your foot down, you're away again. I'm with full electric. I'm using no fuel whatsoever. I was actually chatting to a gentleman that had a Volvo hybrid, and he worked about 3-4 miles away from home. So the hybrid in the Volvo does about 26 miles on full electric, and he had the car for 8 months, and he didn't run the diesel engine once because it's a diesel hybrid. Didn't run the diesel engine once. He just charged it up when he got home, and then he got enough charge from home to go back to work and back. And after about 6 months, the car wouldn't use the electronic motors, and he brought it back to Volvo, and he was saying, well, why is my car using the engine? I've got enough battery charge, etc. And because hybrids are so advanced now, they worked out that the fuel was getting too old and stagnant in the fuel tank, so the car was switching over to the diesel to use that fuel up, which is what. So we're going for an overtake in pure electric. There you go. It actually switched back to hybrid there to get the power, but now it's gone back into electric mode there. But did an overtake. Nothing scary about that. The brakes feel slightly different as well to a normal hybrid. A normal car, because they got regenerative braking. So what it does is it harnesses that kinetic energy when you're braking to re-inject that back into the battery. So if we go to car, you'll see, you can maybe actually see that I've got about half battery charge left. I'm using the battery power now, and if I come onto the brakes, it will go green, so it's going to regenerate back. You just see here, it's going back into the battery pack. Okay, there is a battery charge mode. So what that does now is turn on the normal engine, and you can see when I'm just coasting, it's charging up. It's charging that battery up. It's a real good system with that. So you can charge the car while you're driving. You got good fuel economy. 118 miles to the gallon I got last night. You got a good range with your fuel, etc. You're looking at about 500-mile range, I guess. So there's no problem about full electric. You're not going to get caught short. Volkswagen do an e-Golf, which has got a range, a full electric range of 180 miles. But for example, my parents live in Kent, and that's nearly a 260-mile trip one way. And if I was to have a full electric car, I wouldn't get there in one go, which is a bit ludicrous because it only takes about 3.5 hours to get there. But I do recommend these, I really do. It's got all the sporting potential you need. I've got the climate control set to 22 degrees. I've got my heated seat on. It's 5 degrees outside. I've got my panoramic roof above my head. It's a good place to be. Warranties on the car, you get a 3-year manufacturer's warranty. And then there's a warranty on the batteries, I believe, of 7 years. A 7-year battery pack warranty. Which, again, most people who are buying these sort of cars are on a sort of a financial package. There you have a sort of a lifetime use of the car of about 3 to 4 years. So most people don't even consider the battery to be a detriment. I mean, hybrids have been around for a fair bit of time now. When did the Prius come out? Is it the Honda Insight or the Prius that came out first? And that must have been maybe 15 years ago. It's been a long time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2. It's just a brief insight to what it's like to live day to day with the hybrid, with the GTEs, see whether they are relevant. And I think they are quite relevant if you've got quite a short commute to work, you live in a city, etc. They are very, very good cars. Hope you enjoyed it. Please stay tuned. There's plenty more to come. If you could subscribe, like the video and share the video, that'd be great. Thank you very much.